Welcome to Bellerive. It's a beautiful day in Tasmania. Have a quick word about the teams after this delivery from Dale Steyn. Just a quick reflection on the teams, because South Africa have got AB de Villiers back.
Yeah, and they think their batting's their strength, so it's good that he comes back into the side. The hip's okay, but the interesting one for me is they've got a rotation system with their bowling at the moment. Morné Morkel is out of the side and Ntini comes back. You get a lot of experience with Ntini, but you're missing out on that special quality of Morné Morkel. We saw he can produce just a little bit extra at times, got rid of Marsh. So it's AB de Villiers. There's a change coming back, and you'll notice that watch that delivery. You notice that Morné Morkel not playing, but Ntini is.
And finally, the Australian side, because we've got two new boys, Slats.
Yeah, Ryan Harris, what a wonderful opportunity for him. He's been mixing the drinks for a few weeks now, so he gets finally that opportunity. It wasn't in front of a home crowd, but it's Dave Warner as well that excites me. It excites me that the selectors are showing faith very early in a guy who still hasn't played a first-class game, but has obviously got all the natural attributes to play the shorter form of the game.
Dave Warner from New South Wales, 22-year-old. Hasn't played, as Mark has just said, a first-class game yet for New South Wales, yet he's played very well in the shorter forms of the game. 50 over and 20 over cricket. Oh, it's a good delivery. Interesting to note that Johan Botha, the South African captain, won the toss and elected to bowl first. Oh, it's close, very close. Oh, and even there was a hesitation between the batsmen. It's gone down for 4. That leg buys, I would reckon. Dale Steyn cannot believe it. Ian Gould, the umpire, English umpire, certainly straightened down the line. Height might have been an issue.
Well, I would have thought there was no shot played there, and regardless of whether it was LBW or not, it should have been a dead ball. As it is, it's the first runs for Australia.
Oh, it's a good shot. It's an authentic pull shot. Dave Warner's away. That's what the crowd have come to see. None for 11.
So take a look at the last ball of the last over. This is what this bloke brings to the table. That's not that short. And he just clubbed it wide of mid-on for 4. Got a theory on this young man, Tub.
It's over the top. Should get 2. Should get back. Yes, mate, I'm interested to hear this theory.
I was just talking to Rich about it during the ad break. I reckon what happens with Dave Warner is that he gets to a ball in and over or a situation and he goes, right, this is going. It doesn't matter where it is. It's just going to go a long way away from where I am now. And I reckon that's what happened the last ball of the last over. He just saw it, threw his hands at it, and it went.
Well, in a moment, we'll have a look at that again, because he actually had 2 choices with that ball.
That's a good shot from Shaun Marsh on the rise. Outfield's quick. You won't track that down, Johan Botha. That's a lovely shot from Shaun Marsh. Authentic off drive.
That's a fine stroke. Straight down the ground. Beautifully played.
2 young cricketers trying to make their way. Shaun Marsh only played 10 games. Warner on debut. Oh, and he's got him. Good delivery. Certainly nipped away off the seam. And Warner's gone. Just as I was saying, it was so exciting to see these 2 out there. Warner goes.
That's a perfect piece of bowling to a left-hander. Get the ball, land in line with the stumps, and then dive away. He actually did pretty well to get something on this, I reckon. He hits the seam there, and across he goes. That is a fantastic piece of bowling, and Boucher very safely pouches it. Big wicket for the South Africans. First Australian gone, 1 for 17.
Ricky Ponting made his way out to the middle. The Australian captain and hometown boy, I still calls Hobart home. Now lives in Sydney. Plays his first-class cricket for Tasmania. Oh, there was a noise there. It was only a half shot from Boucher. Dale Steyn was a little more animated.
It's just taking the skin above the hip bone there, no problem. Would have been a big wicket that though, following after Warner.
Oh, lovely shot from Ponting. He'll start with a boundary. 1 for 21 after 5.
Very solid soil.
Well, that's 4. That's hammered. It's an exciting talent too, this guy, Sean Marsh. So that's good pace. The ball's about 140 k's. It's there to be hit. He's quickly into position.
Well, it's what very talented batsmen prey on, is width. And too much of it there from Tini, who I don't think's been in great form, I'll be honest with the ball. He's battled for rhythm and line and length and real sort of control, but that is right out of the middle.
Well, there it is again. Boy, he plays that shot well. Plays it with power. I love the way he plays it down. Hard into the turf, and it skips away for 4.
We talked about width with the previous one from the Tini. That's not that wide. That's manufacturing a shot and into the gap superbly. Enormous talent, Sean Marsh. I think he needs to be allowed to stay at the top of the Australian order in this form of the game for a while and really cement his place and his own confidence that he belongs. It's not right out of the middle, but it was more than good enough.
And that'll be 4 more. It was in the air slightly. Once again, there's plenty of power there from Sean Marsh.
Thought for a moment that might have been catchable. Still not certain. Got past him without a fingertip job.
He's great to watch in the field, isn't he? JP Duminy. Probably it didn't carry to him. Certainly wasn't a chance in the end.
It's a good shot. Fine shot. 2 boundaries for Ricky Ponting. Much needed.
He's tried everything this over, Ricky Ponting. Tini's been pretty consistent. But Ponting's swung and missed. He's defended. He's slashed. And finally gets one in the middle. Good shot. Eased it into the gap too.
McKenzie puts him down. A straightforward catch at cover. Wow, that's a big let-off. After 12 overs, it's 1 for 45.
And how good would 2 for 45 feel for the South Africans? That's the first ball Mackay Tini threw up there in 2 overs. He's got it right in the last 2 overs, and he decides, right, it's now time to get Ricky driving at something full. What a wonderful plan.
Yeah, they put the fieldsman there especially, and Mackenzie will be feeling sick about this. I mean, really, that's a lollipop at this level. It was hit quite firmly, granted, but he should have caught it. There it goes, not quite off the middle of the bat, and oh dear me.
They dropped him back, Tony, as well. He was in a fraction close to the previous over. That was a sitter and a big let-off for Ricky Ponting and Australia. Bowling change now after 12 overs. Callis coming at the attack, but dear oh dear, they worked hard in those last 3 overs, the bowlers. They kept it tight. They got the line and length right. McKenzie let them down. Shot. That'll be 4. Beautifully timed. Waited for the pace into the gap. Oh, I reckon that drop catch could be the turning point in this match. Simple, straightforward catch. Ponting under pressure. The other end, Marsh gets another boundary. This is a sitter.
Yes, Mackay Tini disappointed there, but recovered quickly. No point in crying over spilt milk. It's gone. You got to forget about it.
Gone down the ground. Not quite off the middle of the bat. To go all the way. Good over for Australia. 1 for 56.
Marsh in the same act all of a sudden. This is quite a start. 1 for 70, and we're only into the start of the 16th over.
I agree. Sean Marsh is getting better and better. Really is a man who's just struggled a little bit.
Oh, not a chance, not a chance. Because de Villiers is wide. Mackenzie it is indeed.
Quite a deliberate stroke, but not executed as he would have wanted. He was trying to place it as a little dab down through the gully, but it wasn't an authentic back cut or late cut. Therefore it flew in the air. Just angled the bat. He didn't want to go at that height.
It's like slip catching in the morning. This is what Tim Nilsson, the coach, does. Gets in that position and just runs catches away to the slip fieldsman. Off the blade, he would have thought that straight down the fieldsman's throat.
That's a nice placement as well, and that'll go for 4. That's a beautiful shot. Absolutely magnificent. They've got men back on the boundary down there. It needed to be placed to perfection, and it was.
The bowler was not happy. He did well with that drop catch. Could be very costly. Marsh has played very well. It was tough early on. Survived. He's hit a lot of boundaries. 7 fours and he's 50 odd, and he looks in very good touch.
Nicely played. He's certainly peppering that area. Off the glove, that one.
This is going to be a big score for the South Africans. The chase is going to be close. That's very close. I think he might be gone. Boucher thinks so. Ponting doesn't. The umpire's asked for the third umpire, which is Paul Rifle. This will be a big breakthrough. What a great throw, regardless.
We've seen the advantage of a direct hit. The ball goes straight onto the stumps, and Ponting mid-frame makes it
Home. Just.
Have a look at Ponting's stretch there. He had to give it everything he had. Full stretch he was. Just managed to get over the line. Yep. Full stretch. That's the way to do it. Just watch his arm go out as he gets near the line there. Full stride as he gets there as well. And just getting home before the ball hits the stumps.
He wanted 2 right from the word go, Ricky Ponting there, and luckily scrapes home.
Oh, that's great running. You've got to go hard, and he stretched out, grounded the bat, gave the umpire a good hard look at the bat on the ground. Survived, he's on 43. Listen to the roar.
Oh, that's bouncing away into the gap again. Oh, they've found that gap. This time it's Ponting, and you do not want to bowl on his legs either. Oh boy, a lovely shot. It's 1 for 120. Oh, very well played. Nicely cut away down to the boundary for 4. Just a little bit of room there from the off spinner. That's all Marsh needed to chop it away for 4.
We hadn't got one of these. We looked at his pitch map and the zones that Borta had been bowling to Marsh, and was all on the stumps. He gets a little bit of width and he slices it for 4 powerfully.
He's going over the top anyhow, but he's got him. Oh, it's not a drop catch again. Yes, it is. Well, they're digging their own graves, the South Africans. That was in the air. It was in the air for a long time, and it looks as if he's hurt himself. That's Mackay Ntini down there. He had the catch dropped. Ponting was the batsman when he was bowling. Right, let's see what happens here. It's flat. It's Ntini that comes in. Oh, it's hit him on the knee, it looks to me. It's gone straight through his hands. Nice little chip in the air, down towards that gap again. Beautiful placement by Ponting. That'll be 4 as well. Well, he really is starting to play beautifully now. He's chipping it into the gaps with precision.
Yes, he's worked out the off spinner. He's not trying to hit it too hard. It's just a little chip over the infield, well controlled, but into the gap as well. The placement was superb. 2 fieldsmen there.
Oh, great shot. Beautifully played. Well, he's surprised us all with those shots through the covers. He's played them perfectly today.
It's been a great knock. It was tough early. Survived the onslaught with the new ball, and really it's time for Dale Steyn to come back into the attack. It's drifting along for South Africa, and they're well on top. This is a glorious shot. Just went to the onside slightly, opened up the cover. Superb strike.
As he's done it again, just giving himself a little bit of room in order to free up his arms and have a go through the offside field.
It's so crisp. The timing of his wrists at the last minute. Oof.
Beautiful Bellerive Oval. Its locality here in Hobart is superb. Enjoying everything that Ponting's doing. Again, we see the pull shots in the air, and he's gone. AB de Villiers back in the outfit for South Africa, taking a very comfortable chance. We've seen 3 go down so far today, but no mistake this time. Huge wicket.
Well, he's rolled the dice. Ricky been dropped and hit the ball in the air into available areas, and eventually one went straight down the throat of the fieldsman at backward square. He got up and under. Not quite a good enough piece of it. Comfortably taken by AB de Villiers. The Australian skipper's on his way. 2 for 152.
With Warner coming into the side for his debut, Mike Hussey comes back to the middle order, which I think is his perfect role in this ODI side. Yes. And Hussey straight into it. Gee, that's a blistering pull shot. Nice way to get off the mark. Bang!
He never had too many problems with these, Mike Hussey. Halfway down on leg stump. That's sort of help yourself stuff, and he got into position nice and early. Beautifully played. Great way to start your innings.
Yeah, he loves it here. He used to open the batting in domestic one-day cricket. Finally gets the pull shot away again, Hussey, and gets a 4 for it. He's so quickly into position, and that wasn't too short. It was the slow ball from Callis, and that's what Hussey detected.
That's a very good piece of batting. Just pulled the slower ball down a little bit, not much. Right out of the centre of the bat was for the moment it left the bat. Dangerous middle order one-day batsman Mike Hussey.
Just have a little peek at that one. Direct hit would have been a different story. Herschel Gibbs was the fielder, and he pounces on anything. You just see that a direct hit gone, but with the assist, and the ball was right next to the stumps, the batsman can make at least an extra metre. Worth just making sure Shaun Marsh, with a nice extension of the bat, gets home.
Yeah, no problems there. So Shaun Marsh moves on.
Oh, that's in the air, and is it hanging in the air for long enough? Yes, it is. So Shaun Marsh can't negotiate the 70s for the 2nd game in a row. It's a cheapish wicket just when South Africa needed something to happen.
Well, it's a massive wicket for South Africa. They've got rid of Ponting and Marsh in quick succession. Just closed the face, looking to tickle it into the onside. It hung in the air a long time. A good catch in the end. Herschel Gibbs, and that is the end of Shaun Marsh. Well played again, but he'll be disappointed. 3 for 166.
Chilly day, but the sun is out. Dave Hussey is welcome to the crease. Shaun Marsh gone for 78, 103 balls faced.
In the air, and he's got him. Yes, backward a point. They've taken a catch there. That's brought a smile to Callis's face. That one went quite sharply backward of point. And Gibbs coming across there to his right. Well, we know that he's a very good fieldsman. He caught that as well, easy as you could possibly believe.
Won't be the first time in one-day cricket that bringing the field in is the thing that forces the mistake. Hussey trying to break through that tight offside field of run savers, all up saving the single. Nobody back, makes the mistake, the wicket's taken. Again, the balance sways a bit. That's been the case all summer. Hussey 28, Australia 4 for 190.
Over the top, yes, 4. So it hasn't taken long for them to get going, has it?
Boy, that's a good shot. I think Jack Callis just took a little bit off that delivery. It was a slower ball, and Hussey waited for it. Waited, and then got enough on it to go over mid-off. Superb batting.
Actually, a bit like Nathan Bracken right at the end the other night. It could be that Callis is overdoing the slower ball.
Chipped in the air, and oh, a soft dismissal. Very, very soft. All those fieldsmen across on the offside. And, of course, the temptation is to chip it away on the onside. He did, but he chipped it straight to a fieldsman. So, unfortunately, a pretty soft dismissal there. Cameron White out.
We've talked a lot throughout the summer about putting fielders back and allowing singles. Well, this batting power play has forced South Africa to bring the field in. And they've got 2 wickets out of it. It's 5 for 197.
Meanwhile, out in the centre here, Brad Haddon is in the thick of it. He's just arrived at the crease. Joined David Hussey. And they're going to have to try and keep this momentum going. Oh, and that was close. A little bottom edge, Chinese cut. Close to the off stump. Not even Boucher could get back in time to stop that one. So Haddon's away.
Well, they needed that, the Aussies. They needed it badly. Bit of luck. That's what Haddon got there. Also picked up a boundary. Hoping for at least one boundary and over from these 5 batting power play overs.
So at the backward point, that's out. Can you believe that? That's a very soft dismissal. It was almost in slow motion. There was no animation from the fielding side. A wide ball went straight to backward point, and it's 6 for 218.
The attempted Yorker, David Hussey backed away, just bounced in front of his bat before it went straight to the fielder, looking to squirt something powerfully, and all he managed to do was hit it to deep gully. Albie Morkel takes it, the ball bounces then onto the bottom edge of the bat. Hussey out of whack, well outside his leg stump, and dismissed. 6 for 218.
David Hussey's gone for 19. James Hopes comes in with just 5 overs and 1 ball remaining. There she goes. And misfield. Don't get the extra run.
He got away with it in the end, Albie Morkel, because it was a pretty ordinary delivery. Deserved to go for 4. That was terrific work from the Teeny out on the cover or almost point fence in the end. To restrict it to 2 is excellent, but it's a short, wide ball and should have gone.
Hopes is picking up the 2s okay, but then missing one every now and then. In between the 2s needs to be scored off as well. So every ball scored off right now. Don't have to take that much risks. Maybe get down the other end for the non-striker Brad Haddon, who's been there a little longer. He's 16 off 19.
Away she goes. That'll be 4, probably leg buys. Bad delivery. Pushed it down the leg side. No bad. A bit of pad. Gayable runs.
But suddenly some momentum in the Australian innings. For about an hour there was almost none. And this young man Hopes has come out and it's starting to move. Spot on heels, a couple of 2s, a couple of balls out of the centre of the bat, some good running between the wickets. And now a bit of bad play, if you like, from the South Africans. Very unlucky. It's come off the back heel of his right shoe, but still, you're talking about 8 runs off the over.
Gone. No, he's caught him all right, I think. I thought Albie Morkel, it looked like he caught that. Big wicket again, Natini giving it some width. There's a slice drive, back with a point. Caught it well. All of a sudden you see the ball and you're saying, what's happening? He threw it away. So 47.1 overs, 7 for 232.
So Albie Morkel's the new umpire, just reinforcing to the acting umpire. Yeah, it's out. I've just got a sore finger.
I think he realised he might have got rid of it a bit quick. We weren't too sure either for one brief moment.
Herschel Gibbs might have made mention of it.
Wide ball. Two wides.
An attempted Yorker, I'd imagine. Steamed in there. Delivered it at 145.5 kilometres per hour. And just let it go a little early. Firing in at the thigh pad of Brad Haddin. Scary.
Oh dear, the wheels are falling off, aren't they? A run out. Teeny does his job. And Australia struggling in the final over. Hadn't run out at Belrive. That's the end of Brad Haddin for 23.
The modern cricketer stays clear of the middle stump too. It's got a big cord in it. It's cabled into the ground. It might shock you as you try to pull it out. Doesn't come out all the way. Nathan Bracken.
At the non-strikers end, the final ball. There it goes. Will he catch it? Yes, he will. So they're 9 for 249. A great comeback by South Africa at Belrive. They were struggling. The heads were down. They were dropping catches. They got their act together. The captain did a great job with the bowling changes, and finally they're caught well.
And lots of times we've seen that shot miss-hit, which might suggest the pace of the pitch is not to the Australians' liking. That one off the end of the bat. Again, Ryan Harris with a miss-hit in his first innings for Australia. 7 was caught by Duminy.
To win, South Africa need 250 at 5 runs per over.
We might have a look at the Australian card in just a moment. That's the target as it is. 50 overs for 250 at exactly 5s, as I say. But this Australian batting card, again, shows people getting in. There was a good partnership from Sean Marsh and Ricky Ponting, a partnership that took them past the 100 mark for 1 down. We're ready for the afternoon period of play, and ready for us in the commentary box. So Michael Slater, Mark Taylor and Tony Gregg.
Thank you very much. And Herschel Gibbs out there now, ready to take you. Well, he's just taken his guard. He's out there with Hashim Amla, and both these two, I suspect, Gibbs and Amla, will be looking to get themselves going out there. We know that Amla can play, and we certainly know all about Gibbs because he can be very dangerous. But these two, so far, have had a bit of a tough time. Hilfenhaus has got the ball. He's going to start for Australia. And it'll be interesting to see whether he can get a little bit of movement in the air. That will make a big difference. Probably see a bit of outswing from him. So here we go. Oh yes, a little bit of swing straight away. That could make a difference.
Amla straight away thinking, wow, we've got to get through a new ball here that's going to be darting around. Look at this. And this is what Hilfenhaus is known for.
Ponting clapping his hands in that position at second slip there. He wants an edge early. So they're off the mark. That's the situation graphically at the moment. You can see they've got off to a slower start than Australia, but they haven't lost a wicket yet.
Yeah, the problem for Australia was around that 30 over mark, around this area here. They were going beautifully there. 2 for 156 after 30 overs, and we all thought they'd make about 300. Just couldn't accelerate.
That's out. That's caught slip. Yep, going for the short one outside off stump. Well, I reckon that Hilfenhaus is just a little lucky there. That looked to me as if it was asking to be smashed away. And, well, he went after it, got a big thick edge, and that was that.
Extra bounce, that's what it was. The occasional one is flying. It was an effort ball. That's why it was a little bit shorter, but he gets away with it, Hilfenhaus. I thought for the moment it was top edge over the top of the head of first slip, but it just didn't get the elevation. So maybe short, maybe too wide, but it gets the breakthrough. 1 for 15.
everyone seems to be having a little bit of a problem with this pitch. There's a bit of inconsistent bounce there.
It looks better than it's playing, I think, Ricky. It's only the odd one that he's mucking up.
That's better. He's got right on top of that one. It's gone for 4. Well, I thought he'd miss hit that. But he's taken it away to the boundary, no trouble.
And that's been Hilfenhausen's weakness, I think, in the games that he's played. He just gets a bit short for my liking in terms of his length. Now, he got a wicket from a short ball, which could easily got dealt with in a similar fashion. That's what batsmen are looking for against the new ball, something a bit shorter.
Gibbs likes it. Really likes it. That's the shot of the innings so far.
It was, but he just opened the door a little bit. It was in the air, I think, for a fraction, but he found the gap. That's the way he plays. He's a boundary hitter. When he's on fire, he's red hot. Let's have a look at this again. Was it in the air? Here he comes. In the air, but found the gap.
There's a bit of assumption on Gibbs' part there that that was going to be a good length ball.
There are prompts to follow, and keep watching Herschel Gibbs and Jacques Kallis as they drive square on the offside, because they're both darn good at it. And another glorious drive by Jacques Kallis. So Ryan Harris's introduction to international cricket. Now that should be out. That is out. Herschel goes again when he seemed to be getting set. Australia will be mighty pleased with that moment.
Great captaincy. Really was set up play, dropped it in short. The man was there. That's how Ponting got out, really, but he didn't get hold of the still. There it is. He banged in. Hit me if you can. He can't. The man's placed straight down his throat. Big wicket.
As has A.B. de Villiers out into the middle. He hasn't played since Sean Tate hit him in the hip.
Keep the intensity going and not miss shots like that. That is beautifully put away. James Hopes cannot be afford to be so wide. Good afternoon, Greg.
Magnificent shot. Beautifully played. Went flying away.
They've lost big moments in the Test series against South Africa. It's 0-2 last Friday night in Melbourne in the one-dayers, and now the South Africans are at them again. That's the gap we talked about, and it's A.B. de Villiers who helped himself.
That's a very good shot. That does relieve the pressure just a little bit. This game is starting to take the shape of the one in Melbourne, where they're getting to a point where they require a runner ball with 8 wickets in hand, 7 or 8 wickets in hand. That was the situation at one stage in Melbourne.
Oh, it's past the keeper. Races away. 4 runs, valuable 4. Good, genuine nick. Got past Haddon.
Well, it's taken 14 overs for that 4 to arrive. There's been a lot of 1s and the odd 2.
Got him! Big breakthrough. Hilfenhaus strikes again. Cullis has gone in the 70s, out for 72. Anybody's game at Belrive.
Well, they didn't need that, the South Africans, that's for sure. Hilfenhaus has done his stuff here, getting rid of Kallis. There's the bouncer, and then this one after the bouncer. He's played it in the air, straight to backward point. So David Hussey takes the catch out for 72. This could make a big difference.
That's a good start. Beautifully timed. They'll get 2. It's making it look easy. That's the over gone. It's 3 for 147. That's a fine shot. Glorious on drive. It's going to go all the way. Much needed when you lose a wicket. Been there a long time for boundaries.
Ryan Harris too impatient. He's gone dot, 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 and then decided to bowl at the stumps, fallen at the stumps. Well, A.B. de Villiers has been waiting for something like that for some time.
Oh, he's gone wide. He's got it fine. Exposed his stumps. Gave him a good look, but he gets it away for 4. 3 for 156.
14 overs to go. Dumini's helped himself to 6 off 3 coming in. That partnership 11 off 7. And this is a sign of the whole summer. It's make or break nearly every ball. Harris thinks he's bowled him. Dumini has walked across and allowed Harris to see all his stumps, and he's just got enough bat on it to get it past the stumps for 4. Harris hands on head. The wicketkeeper Brad Haddon goes, oh, how close is that? And Dumini takes 4.
It's nicely played. The look for 2. Oh, he stumbled. And half a chance. He's gone. Yes, he is. He stumbled. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Going for the second run. De Villiers lost his way. And that could be the big chance for Australia to grab this match and go 1-all.
Well, I've got to say, it was always a risky run. He touched down and went for it, and it was always going to be close. In fact, it's not even been referred. The finger's up, and he's on his way.
He has put his hip under massive pressure. He had to turn perfectly to make it. He didn't, and then he's got the sore hip, which kicks in about halfway down, I'll bet, and well short. Well short. Didn't even need a direct hit.
House charging in from the river end. Nice little start down to third man for Mackenzie, but the Villiers certainly stumbled. They knew it was going to be a bit tight as Mackenzie comes to the crease.
Yes, just have another look at this. He's played it square on the leg side. De Villiers thinking about getting the second. He touches down here, and there he goes, and this is how he sets off. I always thought he was in trouble. I mean, I'm trying to find the stumble of yours, Bill. Just as he turned, perhaps?
When he turned, he sort of half slipped. He wasn't desperate enough, and he took about a half. Watch it here. What's this? Where I go now? You can't do that. You've got to turn and go.
And if it hits, they will appeal. Of course they will, and we'll just go up and have a look what's happened. But it looks like Dumini has got home. He's extremely quick between the wickets. There was no hesitation.
Well, Australia like it. Australia like it, but he is all right. That is a relief, because Dumini going now sways it all Australia's way. Yeah, James Host reckons no, and so will the third umpire. Almost inevitably, the fielding captain will bring his better bowlers back on to counteract it. Big wickets. Big wicket. First international wicket for Ryan Harris.
Good on him, because he pulled off a brilliant run out to get A.B. de Villiers a little earlier, and now he struck at a moment when the equation is quite gettable for the South Africans, but that is a real setback.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot, these attempts to run the ball close to the body, and also the occasional one now staying down. So Mackenzie only makes 8, 5 for 172. Have they left their run too late, South Africa? You felt that they've been pacing themselves, trying to keep wickets in hand, running into the final 10 overs. Well, we're here. They need to start to find the boundary. We know the batting power play is just around the corner. We think it is. It has to be. They're running out of overs. They've got to take it soon. House. Oh, that's glorious from Dumini. Piercing the gap, and the timing does the rest. That's a handy start.
How good is this? Purest timing.
Australia, well, they ended up scraping to 249. At one stage, they were set for 300. That wasn't the case. There we go, finally, 44 overs, and the batting power play has been taken. What that means is 3 men in the deep, everyone else in the circle. It's more deep mid-wicket for Dumini. And it's straight up in the air over the head of Haddon. And it'll run away. Not quite for 4, 3 runs. And good fortune to the batting side.
It was 5 overs of madness, you said, wasn't it?
Well, it was a top edge. It just could have gone straight up and dollied to the wicketkeeper or anyone close to the pitch. Gets this one away at it, and that will be 4. Oh, it's Nathan Bracken at a 45 behind square. No fine leg. Everything was a big hoy to the onside. Not happy with himself, Ryan Harris. He wanted that to be more of a Yorker length, and maybe the line was a bit off too. Outside leg stump. Oh, it's so good from Bracken, and he's going to run himself out, Doom, and he does. Brad Haddon. Straight as an arrow, that throw. Difficult. He had to throw the glove away, take aim, but he had plenty of time to do so. You'd think Australia have got this one now.
It'll never go down in the scorebook or in the records, but that is Bracken. Bracken has done the job. He's been so frustrating for the batsman that that's the sort of thing that transpires. It's 6 for 205.
3.1 overs left. They need 2.5 runs per delivery. And Albie Morkel, well, he was the hero at the MCG. He's going to have to just pull something quite extraordinary out of the bag. I don't think even he's capable of this today. Bracken continues. Oh, and that will be 4. That's not a bad way to start. Sensational strike there from Albie Morkel. 6 for 209.
Well, I suppose it's a fantastic first up shot from Albie Morkel, but I suppose Nathan Bracken will think he's the one who's made the mistake, because he's first time he's given any width. It's half volley length, but it's the width that batsmen love in one-day cricket. If they're cramped, it's so much harder to free the arms. It is enthralling. The power play has added something very different to it. You sense on this occasion it might be a bit much for South Africa, just over 13.5 and over. We can't write anything off. This is the work. It's Bracken who's made it, as Richie pointed out, and then it's Brad Haddon who's finished it off. This is a potential man of the match performance from Nathan Bracken, as he is the one winning the game at present.
Haddon saluting the dressing room straight away. It might be something he's been working on. Got their fielding coach in Mike Young. Hilfy is what the crowd is chanting. The hometown boy comes into the attack. He's got 2 overs left. And he goes downtown, Boucher. Morkel wants 2 and will get 2. This is the old boyhood dream being lived out by Hilford House. You grow up watching the chants for Lily, and now they're chanting his name as he charges in at the Bellerive Oval. 39 from 17. Another unusual scorecard with only the one standout there, Callis, a couple of other starts. Very similar to the Australian scorecard. There's 4. There's 4, just to keep Ricky Ponting thinking.
Hilford House, since he came on at the far end of the ground, has bowled all, well, reverse swing with the older ball coming into the right-hander.
And that should be out. Dave Warner getting underneath it. Can he get there? No, the little man just can't get the legs moving quickly enough. It hung in the air. It was a teaser. Hilford House has been shown the support again today. Ricky Ponting bowled him at the death. The MCG went for 18 from one of his overs. So a good show of support. Nearly had a chance for a wicket here. A genuine miss hit, but 2 runs added to the score. And that one smashed away. A full toss. Gets met.
Well, we're seeing what enormous pressure this puts on the bowler too, with this field up. Hilfenhaus in front of his own crowd here in Tasmania, really finding this stressful. Suddenly he's lost his control. Suddenly South Africa feel they could just pull this off. Just over 12 and over needed. That's a little more than 2 a ball. Amazing how this is swaying every which way.
Yeah, and 12 off it so far. 2 balls remaining. And that'll run away for 4 as well, will it? The man coming around. No, he'll get there. He'll get there this time. Shaun Marsh got a good arm. But there's something back in the bank for South Africa, given they're ahead of the run rate this over. 14 from it. A ball remaining now.
And they've got a bowler who is bowling from off to leg for Mark Boucher. And that is precisely what Boucher wants. It's the ball coming into him.
It's a slower ball, so a good change up. It'll just be the single to finish. Very productive, though, for South Africa. They've still got a sniff here. 2 overs remaining, 6 for 224. Nathan Bracken will try and take that away from them this over. He will finish his 10th over. No wicket for 29. And just so hard to hit to the boundary. He really is. Incredible how accurate he's become. And he sets the standard for one-day bowling year after year.
Do you think you've got to set yourself for the slow ball?
If I'm facing Bracken now, I'm setting myself for the slow ball every delivery. The thing I'm worried about is the length, so I'm going to try and change that length up. And because Haddon is up to the stumps to Boucher, I'd forget about what the wicketkeeper's doing, and I'd be trying to change the length up by moving at the bowler. I'd even start outside my crease. Get Bracken knowing that, thinking something different, and already you might be creating a scoring opportunity. But if you just stand there, he just hits that zone, the Yorker zone, so easily. Albie Morkel now.
Oh, he could have left that. He could have left that and got a wide. Equally, Haddon might well have run Boucher out. What a game of cricket. South Africa with a chance. Australia ahead of it, you'd say. 24 needed from 10 balls. Oh, that's definitely a wide if he's left it.
It's a terrific start again from Bracken. 2 from the first 2. There's the change of length. Oh, he hits it straight to the man. It's gone straight to the fielder, so some good fortune there for Nathan Bracken and the Aussies. Would have been 4, a metre either side. That was 4 runs. See how he changed the length by using his feet. He's got to do that a little more often. Otherwise, you're trying to dig them out. He hasn't got a shovel. He's gone downtown, and he goes downtown swiftly as well. I thought that was a total miss-hit.
I reckon you're right, and I think it was. I really think he got that high up the bat. He's just strong.
Bracken certainly changed his length. He's keeping the ball up more, relying on the low full toss, but that been shown not necessarily to work against the South Africans.
2 balls remaining in the Bracken over. That one is angled down for a single. OK, 18 required from 7. Hilfenhaus went for 18 at the MCG. He's to bowl the last over. We think it has to be him. His previous over's gone for 15. Ponting's thinking, surely not. We've got to be able to win from here. But the men in the deep, 2 on the offside, a long off and a deep cover, and a long on, straight down the ground. And that one, oh, at inside edge, you want that to run fine so you get more than 1. So 9 from that over. It's a requirement 17 from the final over. So Boucher on strike. And he's hit that quite nicely to the onside. Didn't get the timing. Oh, there's a misfield. There's a bit of panic in the deep. Sean Marsh.
Famously at the Sydney Cricket Ground in 1987, Alan Lamb took 18 off a Bruce Reid over to win one of the most famous one-day matches of them all. 15 more are needed from 5 balls here at Bellerive Oval.
Oh, Mickey Arthur thought that had gone straight between his legs. It had. Fortunately, he had his size 15 shoe behind it. 29 runs to Boucher. Can he be the star today? Good delivery.
That could be the game breaker.
Now that is, first of all, clever, but then it is very, very brave to bowl a slower ball, dropping at pace about 18 Ks in a situation like that, and beating the batsman completely. Brave stuff.
Boundary needed. This delivery. He's gone high in the air, high in the air. The man gets under it, but it sails over his head. It's a 6. It's a 6, and the equation is 9 from 3. You just can't write them off, can you?
That almost sums up our whole summer, with the Australians and the South Africans going at it and nobody knowing what on earth will happen next. That's a phenomenal strike at a phenomenal moment. It is still within South Africa's grasp. 9 from 3 balls.
Hilfenhaus. How would he have been feeling for that delivery? Just trying to place it there, and he gets a good result. 1 from it. 8 from 2. 2 boundaries. Or a 6 and a 2, if you like. Came sweet off the bat, Boucher. It's a long part of the ground as well, so he needed a good piece of it. It was James Hopes that had to watch it sail over his head. 2 boundaries required.
Boucher will be saying to Morkel that this one has to go for 4 to give us the chance. So there's no holding back. There's a little bit of concern there with the big 3 as well.
Nathan Bracken is about to make it the big 4 because he's got an idea.
Look out.
Well, he is the master of this, so he probably has got something to say maybe in terms of field placing, given the attempted length of the ball from Hilfenhaus and what he knows about Albie Morkel. Different thing for Hilfenhaus to bowl to the left-hander. He wants to be very careful of drifting this down the leg side, because he'll get called a wide if it goes that way at all.
Yeah, well, in theory, he's going to move the ball in the air away from the left-hander. That's what he's been doing all through this last spell he's bowled. So he'll start at leg stump or middle and go to outside off stump. The man has been brought in from deep square. No one on the boundary from deep fine leg to deep square and in front to deep mid-wicket.
Oh, you're right, Rich. It's long on. He's the only man in the deep on the onside. I know where I'm hitting it. Shapes up and a good line there. Good line outside the off stump. Well, that should be it, barring a no ball or a wide. Nicely bowled. The planning worked. It was wide of off stump. It's 6 to tie, don't forget. And we have seen that before. We can't write that out of the equation just yet.
Asif Mushtaba, remember him? 6 off the last ball, bowled by Steve Waugh on this ground.
A bowl from this end, if I remember rightly, and he hit it square of the wicket across to where the sign is, everyone should come to Tasmania.
Most of the crowd are standing up. Ricky Ponting having another conference. He does not want this to be a tie. It's got to be a victory for Australia to stay in the series. They'll square it up with 3 to play. Sydney next Friday. Tickets still available. Men running everywhere. You've got Cameron White coming back over to the skipper with another idea. Where's Bracken? Is he going to come up as well? No. All set for the final ball. A 6 for a tie. And shortish square boundaries here at Bellerive Oval. It'll be a victory for Australia, and well bowled. Ben Hilfenhaus keeping his nerve in front of his home crowd. It'll be a win for Australia. 5 runs is the margin. And the Aussies will feel that they're back in the series now.